Hi, my name's Ericca Latza. I'm a singer-songwriter from Mount Airy, North Carolina, based in Nashville, Tennessee. I grew up in Mount Airy and I graduated from Mount Airy High School, so I'm a granite bear, always gonna be a bear. And then I moved to Nashville in 2019 and I had a solid year before the pandemic hit. So I spent a lot of time back and forth in 2020 between my hometown and Nashville. My interest in music started at a really young age. I was in voice lessons and piano lessons as a kid, but I was so shy. You could not get me to perform in front of people. So I squirreled away in my room and I would write songs and sing to myself, and I taught myself guitar. I knew I professionally wanted to get into the music industry somewhere around college. I went to school in Wilmington, and there I got into the music scene. There was a band that would let me play, a few covers and a few originals during their sets just to give them a break. And people didn't hate what I was doing. So I went to Nashville just on a whim, just to visit, see what it was like, because I'd heard that's where you need to go. And I fell in love with it, and the rest is history. I love country music. I love country music, and I think a lot of it has to do with growing up here. And we have such a rich history of country music and bluegrass in Mount Airy, and that's part of what I grew up on. But I also have influences from rock musicians and, all kinds of different genres. And so when I write, I'm just looking to write a good song, a great song. And a lot of the times that comes out country. So I write all of the songs that I release. It's just, I'm a songwriter at heart, and that's just what I do. And so when you listen to my music, especially my first album, you hear a lot about growing up here in Mount Airy. And one of those songs on the record is called Like This Town. And that's actually, I made a music video for it, and that's the music video that they put on the parade for the 4th of July when I was on the float. So that was really cool. But it's just nice to pay back to where I'm from and, put all of those nostalgic feelings and moments into a song. And then the latest single, Wild as a Woman, was a little bit more poetic than I think a lot of writers in Nashville tend to go. It wasn't very radio, but I just had this melody and idea for it, and I knew that I wanted to write it for myself. It's almost an autobiography, and I was really hoping that other women would see themselves in it as well. So when I took the song to my two favorite male co-writers, I really wasn't sure if they would pick it up or not, but they saw exactly what I wanted to do and they knocked it out of the park. And that's Bill DeLuigi and Steve Dean. So I was really lucky to find a really great community when I moved to Nashville. And so I feel like I have a family there. And a lot of my co-writers are also my really good friends. So I write with people, quite a few times a week, and we're all just a bunch of friends and get together and try to write the best songs that we can. I feel like I wear 10 different hats. I say that all the time because when you're a musician, you have a lot of different jobs to do. So while I write, I also play different venues around Nashville. And I also work for the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. So I help teach a program called Express Yourself. I teach middle schoolers how to write songs. So we are available to the Nashville metro community for kids who want to get creative. In Nashville, you play a lot of things called writers' rounds. And that's basically where 3 or 4 people get together and go around in a circle and play a song each for about an hour, hour and a half. And that's where you can really meet and connect with a lot of people like publishers, record labels. People are coming out to see what's coming out of the community. And so the hope is that you play a song somewhere and someone really loves it and says, oh, you would make a great fit for some of our writers on our publishing company. So I do a lot of writers rounds. And I write with artists as well. So I go into a room and sit down with a young artist and listen to what they have to say. And then I help them interpret that into a song. And the hope is that they cut it and it goes big. So I moved to Nashville just to be a songwriter purely. I really wasn't looking for an artist career. But when you move there, if you can also sing and also play a guitar, people go, well, why aren't you an artist? And so I've kind of let the two kind of mesh together. And while I love songwriting, I've also found this new love of performing as well. So I'm just trying to write the best songs I can and connect with as many people as I can